Hello everyone and welcome back to yet another NASCAR Racing 2003 live stream. How is everyone doing this fine evening? Thank you so much for clicking on the video. I truly appreciate it. If you can read the title, you can tell we're going to be doing some dirt racing tonight. I was recently inspired by a Slap Shoes video, his most recent upload. If you've been living under a rock and don't know who Slap Shoes is, I got the link down below in the description. Does awesome NASCAR history videos and other things of that sort. His latest upload was an on-location video where he went to the site of NASCAR's last dirt race ever in the top tier series, North Carolina State Fairgrounds in Raleigh. I believe that's how it's pronounced, North Carolina. So after watching that video, I was inspired. I figured I would do some racing using the 1969-1970 mod at that very track in NR. So voila, here we are. We will get started with some racing in just 1 second. Want to give a huge shout out to all my Patreon supporters. Quickly, Adria Fitzy, Jay Barker, Drive Through, Kingster Cole, Goki, Pantelka, Austin Rip, and Alpha Diamond. I remembered them all. And something I didn't remember is my YouTube members. I know Alpha Diamond, Kingster Cole is one of them. Or two of them. I gotta pull up the list to remember the last two. Got so many supporters now, I cannot remember all of them off the top of my head. Who were the last couple? Tango Wolf 09, Alpha Diamond, Vincent Garza, and Kingster Cole. All my YouTube members, love the support from each and every one of you. Thank you so much. Hypercat226, NASCAR Diecast, Caleb Jusek. Hopefully I pronounced that somewhat correctly. L3G1TX Problem, Black to Black, 41 Suarez, Alpha Diamond, Barrett McKay, Noah McLean. Appreciate you all tuning in tonight. Looks like we are all set and ready to go, so let's jump on into the NR. Haven't picked out a car yet. I want your guys' help. Who should I be racing as tonight? Should I be the King? Should I be Cale Yarborough? What about Dan Gurney? There's many good choices. Ooh, Bobby Allison. Who do you want me to race as? Let's get some suggestions in the chat. Dale Nelson, Adria Fitzy, TS Media, NASCAR Diecast. Appreciate you all tuning in. God, I love the look of that number 37 car. Who is that? Tar. Dan? Is that the first name? I wish I knew everyone from back in this era. What's up, Doggo Racer over on Twitch? There's no Kyle Busch. The 3. All right, we got 2, 4 Richard Petty's, a 13, a 3. All right, so far the leader is Richard Petty. The King, none other than the King himself. All right, looks like we got 4 Richard Petty's right off the bat, so I think that's going to be the popular. Excuse me, burp. What kind of computers does NR work on? Most computers. Has a few issues I've heard with excuse me, Windows 10, but I have Windows 8.1, so it works fine for me. Mainly the most issues I've heard of is with Camera Control Master. I've heard the game itself works fine for the most part. Alright, so we are going to be doing all 100%, 200 laps, which equals out to 100 miles, because it's a half-mile track. Do our usual half-hour practice and happy-hour sessions. It's just what I do by default. Full race, yellow flags, double file restarts off, realistic weather. Alright, let's do this. NCS Association, Joseph Dye Jr., Jelena, Stop Mania, AJOK. I'm not even going to disrespect you by trying to pronounce that because I know I will butcher it. Allarding99 is hosting over on Twitch. Thank you so much, buddy. How are you doing? Live stream 500. I think I know what I'm going to do. I don't want to give it away yet, but I do have an idea in mind. All right. So, let's take a few laps around the now defunct North Carolina State Fairgrounds. The grandstands and front stretch still does exist. They use it for stuff at the fair, mainly for demolition derbies and figure 8 races. But the grandstands still do exist. Very bumpy. Whoa. So this was made by someone over at the Mod Squad, is where this track is hosted. I can't remember who made it off the top of his head, but it was made, I think, well over 10 years ago, at least 10, 12 years ago, if not more. Pretty darn good for its time. The dirt feels a little different than a lot of dirt tracks I'm used to. It feels way more slick, so I gotta be careful. If I go into the turns too quickly, I just spin right out. There's that a little arena, that music venue that I saw in the Slap video that still exists. IDK streams on. Yeah, I know a lot of people are streaming right now. The podcast is going on right now. Trace is streaming. IDK is streaming. It's a popular night to be live. And it is fitting that I picked Richard Petty, because it was none other than, you guessed it, Richard Petty that won this race in real life. I can tell you the exact date that this race took place. It took place on September 30th, 1970. Time of the race was 1 hour, 27 minutes, 45 seconds. Average speed, 68.376 miles per hour. Richard Petty won the race. Led 112 laps, excuse me. He won by, it looks like, 2 laps, because second place only completed 198 laps. So it looks like the King won this race by a full 2 laps. Alright, so I want to get into one of these turns a little too hot to show you what I'm talking about it being really slick. Alright, so let's pretend I just get in a little too hot. Oh, yep, it's spinning right around. There's no way of saving it. This is one of the few dirt tracks I've raced at in this game where you hitting the wall doesn't immediately just ramp you up and start flipping you over, which is kind of good. I like it. It's realistic. That's not how a lot of dirt tracks are. Whoa! Yep, I told you it's loose. Oh! We just got T-bone. We gotta go to the backup car. Backup car time. What's up, Cuddly? Hellcat88. Whoa. Yeah, you don't want to hit that grass. That's when you're going to spin out. And you don't want to look at the chat while you're in a turn, because you're going to hit the wall. So 200 laps sounds like a lot, but it's only 100 miles. Whoa, too fast, yep. Yeah, at least we kept it off the wall that time. NASCAR's last ever dirt race before they went to full-time asphalt and concrete. Full-time pavement. It's the Cody H. clown emoji. It's made its debut in this stream. I love it. Alright, we're rocking the throwback speed channel ticker. Whoa, they are 3 wide behind me. Look at that. Time to set a fast lap here. I've been goofing around this whole time. I haven't been paying too much attention to getting a quick lap. Alright, hot lap right here. Try to catch the 39. Oh, I'm loose. We're good. Come on, be faster than 27th. Oh! I'll take first by about 1/10 of a second. Oh, we went wide. We went wide. So if you're going slow, you have plenty of grip, but yeah, the moment you get too fast, you're just sliding right out. So I suppose since we got a long race ahead of us, we should get to qualifying sooner rather than later. It's that the James Hilton. See if we can make a move on the inside. Oh, we give him the bumper. Slide job. Oh no! Save it! We're good. Let's practice going into the pits next time by, and then we'll qualify. I don't even know what the speed limit is. I'm gonna guess it's like 45. Airbase wasn't the first ever race. It was early, but it wasn't the first. I don't remember what the first was, but the first was like in 1949. Airbase was in the very early days. And trust me, if I ever learn how to work NR, or work Sandbox and get it working for my computer and figure out how to use it, first track I'm gonna build is Airbase Speedway. Be a fairly simple generic. Whoa, we're loose. Just a simple dirt oval with some generic grandstands and it's a little infield pit. Not pit. The flag stand. I think he said 40. That's 40, never mind. It was pretty early. I think the first race at Airbase was like 1950 or 51, so oops. So it was one of the first few years. Yeah, I know. You're too far forward, back up. You're too far back, pull up. Limit 40. Keep it under. Alright, so we'll qualify, and then we'll do a few laps of happy hour. Oh, Doggo Racer is hosting, and Baseball Fan 95 is hosting. Thank you so much, guys, for the hosts over on Twitch. I appreciate it. Limit 40. Keep it under 4,000 seconds. Okay, you're clear of pit lane. Gotta love it. You love to see it. Alright, I want to try to flip, because I don't want to do it in the race, obviously, so we got to get the flip out of our system. Oh, we got overtaken for the top spot by Donnie Allison, I believe, in the 27. By 9 1,000ths of a second. Get out of here, cat. Why? The moment I hit live, you always come to bug me. Still there. Hey! Get. I'll cuddle later. I'm busy now. Oh, there we go. There it is. There it is. There's our flip that we wanted. See you in a bit, Alpha Diamond. Let me know what IDK is up to. Bro! Ow, what an angle into the wall. Ouch. Let's get another angle of that. Jeez, just bounced straight backwards. What's up, Dale Jr. Fan 88? And yeah, alphabetically, it's the very top of the list of cup tracks on Racing Reference. Maybe that added to the confusion. Tyler Tinsley. Legend car mod, I know. I've been wanting like a 1940s style cars. Those are basically the only gaps missing. It's like 1949 to 1953-ish. And then approximately 1972, 3 to 1978 or so. It's like there's still about 10 years or so missing, but once those get filled, I hope they get filled someday. We'll be insanely lucky if they do. If not, we still have tons of other great content for NR, but I would love to see a mid to late 70s mod get made sometimes. There's so many reenactments I'd love to do, but there's no mod or car set for those mid to late 70s years. All right, qualify time. See if we can get the pole. I want to see what the pole speed is in a... So the pole speed in real life was 71.38 miles an hour. Let's see how that compares in game.
You hit me under yellow.
Alright, full throttle. There's the grandstands that still exist in real life. In present day. Oh, we're a little tight. Whoa. Oh, we're way tight. Alright, our first lap's gonna be the faster one. Nice, we got the pole by like 0.3 of a second. Yep, first lap is faster. Aw, no flip that time. What's up, Mohammed Rafi? How are you doing? Michael Deckinga? Anyone else over on Twitch yet? Are there F1 mods for NR out there? There are. They're not like, I mean, there's plenty of other better options for Formula 1 sim racing out there, but they exist. They're pretty good, all things considered. There's a couple of decent versions of some Formula 1 tracks out there. I know John Norton, WKC, Wild Customs Cars, made a great version of Monaco that even has a night version for the GTP mod with the working headlights and everything. Carson Pillman got 9 minutes before I go to bed. Thanks for spending the remaining part of your evening on the channel. I appreciate it. Don't stay up too late. Make sure you get plenty of rest for school in the morning. Let's practice coming into the pits. I believe it's 40 miles an hour is the speed limit.
Limit 40. Keep it under 4,000 in seconds.
Or I believe it's right. That cone is where it starts. So if we want this to be accurate to real life, we got to beat the field by 2 laps.
You're too far forward. Back up.
Oh yeah, shush. We'll practice that later. Oh, what's up, Nikki B, Nitro Gaming? Thank you all for tuning in, everyone. Alright, not view replay. I want to see what the pole speed was. Does it say what the speed is? It does not. How do I do that math? How do I do the time of the lap times the distance of the track to get the average speed? It's been a while since math class. Alright, 19.719. I'll do the math later. You guys ready? Ready for the race time? 200 laps at North Carolina State Fairgrounds. The site of NASCAR's Top Series last ever dirt race. Obviously, they've done the trucks at Eldora since, which I love, by the way. It's probably not going to happen NASCAR racing here again. because this track is now a parking lot, basically. The front stretch still kind of exists. There's still dirt there, and the grandstand still exists, but everything else is gone. It's mainly used for the fair now. Sadly. Matt Aldering switched over from YouTube, or from Twitch to YouTube. Yeah. Do a double window. Double screen it. Both platforms have their advantages. Alright, 200 laps at North Carolina State Fairgrounds, if we're going to be accurate to how this race played out. Back in the day, we got to lap the field by 2 laps. Or we got to beat the field by 2 laps. Alright, 3, 2, 1. Green flag, there it is. Oh, we get a horrible start. Oh, we're sliding. We're sliding. And we got a seat cleaner update notification down below. Go away. Alright, it's going away. Whoa. Right when I think I'm pulling away, it gets really tight, or that happens. Oh, how did I save that? Jeez, I am just fighting for control right now. Alright, let's just take it easy. Not crash. Not a great start. We'll get the spots back. Jeez. Alright, we went back to 11th. We gotta make our way back up to the front. So we gained 3 spots back in that lap. Oh, I believe that's Dick Brooks that leaves the bottom open, the 32. I know some of the names from back here, not all. Alright, back into 6th after that horrible 3rd lap we had, or 2nd lap, whichever one it was. Whoa, we're sliding. Jeez. We're gonna give the 79 the bumper. We're giving him the bumper. He gets the better run out of the outside. Still leaves the bottom open. We need to get a good run. There we go. We're able to make it stick. And just clear him. Alright, into 4th. Quickly making that ground up we lost on lap 2 or 3. Whoa, slow kiss. God, I love that Bobby Isaac number 71 car. Love it. I don't know if we'll even need to pit at all, because it says we're only 13 laps short on fuel and we're spending a lot of time off throttle at this track. But usually you don't need to change tires on dirt tracks than are. Man, we have a huge breakaway for the top 4 right now. Oh, Bobby Isaac gets wide. Leaves the bottom open for the 03. Unable to take advantage. There we go, there's a good run. Ooh. There's the slider. There's the slide job.
The yellow flag is out. Let's go. Race
I'm gonna get hit.
line.
Yep, there it is. And not what we wanted. Spin me back around. Darn it.
Okay, we're under caution. Catch up to the end of
No
the
one saw
pace
that.
line. Stay behind the 30 car.
No one saw that. Alright, we're fine. We're fine. We're not even gonna pit.
Pit road is now open.
We don't even have to pit after that. Yeah, the thing just snapped around on its... I didn't really do anything that aggressive. Can't say on its own. How long have I played NR? Roughly 15 years. Like 13 or 14, I should say, not 15. I got the game initially like 2 or 3 years after it first came out. I didn't take any huge hits, and he didn't say we have any engine damage. That's why I'm staying out. And obviously we're fine for tires because didn't wear them out at all because it's dirt, not pavement that we were sliding around on. We're able to gain a few
Just the right sides this time. Right sides only.
positions just by staying out. Alright, so not the start we wanted. I'm surprised with us being short on fuel, everyone else stayed out.
No tires this time, guys.
Alright, when are we going green? Hopefully we get the one to go this time by. I guess I should show you guys the replay, shouldn't I? It doesn't look too damaged. A little bent up on the front end. We've seen worse looking cars win at short tracks. Yep, there's the wreck. That hit from... he kind of just grazed me on the front end. I was worried about the front end damage. Oh, but it's the 72 that did the most of the damage right there. A lot of cars got minor damage in that one. Alright, hopefully we get the one to go this time by.
We're going green next
There we
time
go.
by.
Trying to stay in really low RPM so I'm not burning much fuel under yellow. Save as much as possible.
Get ready now. Going green. Pit cars in.
Alright, we're gonna be way off the front of the field when this restart happens. So there's a lot of cars and it's a short track. Alright, we got lots of ground to make up, but we got plenty of time to do it. Well, 30 is going into the pits.
Clear outside. Outside. Stay low.
Alright, that's 2 spots back right there. have a good feeling about this. Got plenty of time to make up this ground. We are gaining on the cars in front of us. Why do I always say that? And we almost just flipped. Why do I ever even say anything? I just jinx myself. Alright, we're just gonna roll with the punches. We are just gonna roll with the punches. Cannot believe that just happened. Okay, you know what, guys? I hate to do this. I think I might restart this race with a not damaged car. Because we're just losing ground now. This thing's too damaged to keep going on with the race. We still got 180 laps to go. I want to give you guys an exciting race to watch, so... we're gonna restart.
Here comes the leader. The yellow flag is out. Let's go. Race back to the line.
I'm sorry. See that incident that almost put me over on my roof. Alright, we're just gonna restart.
Drivers,
It'll be a secret.
start your engines.
Oh, there we go. Alright, so we are not going to screw up on lap 2 this time.
Get ready now. Going green.
Let's try this again. The thing's so loose in the turns. I don't want to give it too much gas, otherwise it's just going to spin right out. Alright, great start this time. Why do I say that? I'm just going to jinx myself.
You're in first.
This is the best I could have possibly hoped this restart would have been. Don't want to get in too fast, it's going to spin you right out. Let's just not look at the split time right now. Let's just focus on running fast laps. Oh, getting a little tight. So we gotta emulate what the King did and lap the field by 2 laps. So we're building that gap on second place. 5 laps in, so far so good. Why am I not getting times from my spotter? Must not have that on, turned on this install. I want to start lapping some cars. I want to start lapping some cars. This is getting boring with an open track in front of me. But it's accurate to real life. This is what Richard Petty did back in 1970. Finished in front of second place by 2 laps. I'm starting to catch some lappers. Starting to catch them lappers. Hey, what's up, Slap? The man himself needs no introduction. For whatever reason you've been living under a rock and aren't familiar, I provided the links down below in the description. I looked up the page for this race on racingreference.info and saw that Richard had finished in front of second place by 2 laps, so I'm purposely kind of trying to recreate that. Hence the massive gap I have for the lead right now. Someone needs to yeet into turn 1 and take out our horse table. Did that happen? Oh yeah, that's right, I remember that story. How could I forget? My mind never works properly when I'm in race mode like this. Yeah, from what I could tell from the track, they kind of have a decent amount of details. Like they got this, that theater right there in turn 1. That little music venue. Alright, I gotta pay attention. Second place is starting to close back in. Got all distracted. Of course I know IDK player. A couple more laps and we'll be 10% complete. So we're rocking the throwback speed ticker. Since we're doing a throwback race. I know it's not era accurate, but I just love the aesthetics of it. Whoa. Alright, you can see the tail end of the field we're starting to catch. Maybe in about another 10 laps or so, we'll start putting some guys a lap down. The arena football team plays arena football. That's something I need to see in person still. Can't imagine playing football on a field that's so tiny. Where you're so close to the crowd they can literally reach out and grab you and interfere with the play and there's no penalty. Like I've seen in some clips on the YouTube. So 20 laps in, we haven't really gained too much of a gap on second place. We kind of got that gap built after the first few laps, but it hasn't really increased since then. I can only get quick glances off to the chat while I'm racing on the straightaways. Someone needs to put together a compilation of all the times I've wrecked out of races trying to read chat or multitask with something. who is in last place. I want to see who is going to be the first car to get lapped. Jay Sears. I am not familiar. This thing's starting to get more tight, it feels like. There's no tire wear in the dirt in this game. I don't know if the temperature is making a difference at all, or if it's just in my head. Probably the latter. Yeah, like right there, it feels tight in the middle of the turns now, more so than it has in the early stages of the race. Fun as hell. Arena football is fun as hell. I'd imagine. I'd love to see it in person. It just comparing it to traditional football just seems so wacky. Oh, yep, that's what happens when I try to look at the chat while racing. Right there, prime example. Good thing the damage isn't super sensitive, otherwise, if this was like BeamNG type damage, I'd have a tire rub right now, a pushed-in fender, and I'd basically be out of the race as we speak. Whoa. God, Bobby Allison still just a half-second back. Starting to put the pressure on me a little bit. I gotta turn that split time off, starting to make me a little nervous. The race is not accurate. There should be a dozen cars out due to mechanical failures. It's just amazing looking at some of those finishing results of races back then. Literally one car in the lead lap, half the field out just due to mechanical failures. Another 25% out due to wrecks. Yeah, I like some of those. When you hear some of those NASCAR traditionalists that say the current racing is boring and they want it to be like the good old days. Oh, what? When two cars would finish on the lead lap? When the gap between first and second place would be like 40 seconds. And I get it was exciting in a whole different way. And that wasn't every race back then, obviously. Alright, I kind of can't wait to start catching this lap traffic, because hopefully we can get by it better than the cars behind us, because they're starting to... Bobby Allison's starting to challenge. Oh no! What happened?
The yellow flag is out. Let's go. Race back to the line.
Shoot, I'm gonna lose so many positions. Because there's nowhere to turn down. There's nowhere to turn down. Ah. Just like last race, except I don't have any damage. Oh no, the king, what have you done? That's really interesting. Like last time, some cars are going to the pits and some aren't. I'm gonna stay out again. Darn it, just lost it all by myself in the turn once again. Good damn clown show. Just lost it again, except I didn't hit the wall and no one hit me this time, so at least I won't have the engine damage. What are those cars doing? Hold on a second. They went into the pits and didn't pit. Are they hoping to, like, shortcut the field by, like, taking that little shortcut through the pits? By having the same speed limit as the pacing line, but taking a shorter way through the field? Is that kind of a way to take a shortcut and gain some spots under caution? What? Alrighty, then. AI trying to cheese the system. I see how it is. Alright, so 24th. From 1st to 24th. You hate to see it. Well, at least we could be 35th, so... I would have had the full 43 cars, but I think it's the size of this track, just the smallness of it, that limits how many cars you can have on the field. What are you doing? Number 6. Mark Martin. Ryan Newman. Yeah, thank you, Christopher Castle. How are you doing? Nice to see you in the chat. Thanks for clicking on the video. Alright, that's right. We've been doing a decent amount of caution laps per yellow. Seems more than usual for NR. Hopefully we get the one to go signal this time. How many laps we got to go? Coming up on lap 40. So you already are coming up on having a decent chunk of the race on. I believe 20%. If I can do my basic 5th grade math correctly. Yep, there's the one to go. Alright, so what's our fuel situation? Are we still about a dozen laps shy? We're about 26 laps shy.
We'll fill you up.
That's what she said. What? That doesn't make sense.
Get ready now. Going green. Pace cars in. No tires this time, guys. We'll give you a half a can of fuel.
I'm just starting in 3rd gear.
Green, green.
Alright, so we gotta go from 23rd back to the front. At least it's not as bad as the last attempt we did. Where we got a damaged engine. And we were like in the very, very back. We got another car going into the pits under green, like right after the restart. It's interesting, a few cars keep doing that. Alright, so now we got a bit of a challenge. Instead of just having wide open track in front of us, now we actually got to make some passes. There's a run. Don't spin, going too fast into the turn. Not quite close enough to stick our nose underneath the turn without spinning out. We'll try the next one. There we go. Still almost chopped my nose off.
Keep low. Stay low. Clear outside. Car outside. Clear outside.
Alright, so we've went from 23rd to 18th. Not bad. Still got a lot of ground to go. Anthony Rodriguez, how are you doing? Thanks for tuning in. I apologize if I missed anyone in the chat. Alright, trying to follow behind the one without hitting him.
Stay low. Clear.
Alright, there's another spot made up. Can't give up the bottom. So the last thing we want to do is to give up the bottom. Oh, one. Getting a little defensive.
Still there.
Ooh, great run right here. We got like 2 spots and 2 turns.
Stay low.
There we go. Beautiful. Yeah, so our engine definitely was damaged in the last one, because I definitely did not have this kind of speed after those first incidents. Alright, top 15. So we've gained 8 spots since the restart. Oh, that was close. That was too close. Oh, loosey-goosey. Alright, slowly but surely we're working our way up. Slowly but surely. Come on, get a run, get a run. There we go. Accidentally bumped the 32 though. That gave him a bit of a run going into the turn. There we go. Just barely able to clear him. Alright, that's 12th. Taking a little bit of time, but we are crawling back up. Yeah, if they keep going wide like that, that's letting me close in. Shoot. The moment you touch that grass, it just turns to ice. Stay low. 11th. In the real race back in the day, there was 88 laps that he didn't lead, so this is that time. There's another good run.
You're in the top 10. Stay low.
Don't touch the grass.
Clear. Outside. Clear.
9th. So we've gained 14 spots since the restart.
Car outside. Clear. Car outside. Still there. Clear outside. Outside. Clear outside.
Oh, already almost on lap 60. The race flies when you're trying to gain a bunch of spots back from a stupid move. Oh, we're coming up on our first lap car. 37. Gurney. Just let me have the spot. You know I'm faster. There we go.
Outside. Clear.
7th. Oh, I had to back off. I was gonna hit him. There we go.
Keep low. Stay low. Clear.
That's 6th. I'm 23rd to 6th in this restart. Can't be nice to the engine. Can say that again. The luck I've had with the engines going out these last few races I've done. So I don't know if we're going to win by 2 laps, but we'll still try to win, obviously.
Outside.
I'm sorry, Wendell! No!
Clear outside.
I did not do that on purpose.
That car's a lap down. Okay, we're under
I
caution.
tried getting aggressive going down, but then I locked up the brakes and slid into him.
You're in 5th. Good job.
I'm sorry, Wendell.
Pit road is closed.
No. No. We're still shy about 20 laps for fuel.
Pit road is now open.
I ain't pitting, actually. I ain't pitting. I know all the lead lap cars just pitted, and it's probably stupid that I didn't, but I'm staying around. I'm staying out. I probably should have pitted, shouldn't I? Yeah, I probably should have. I don't know, all I can hope for is another caution to come out after I gain a decent lead. I should have pitted. I should have pitted. I'm dumb. I'm dumb.
You're back in the lead.
So we're still short about 20 laps. Oh, Trace rating. What's up, Trace? More than Sass and Trace. Viewing over on Twitch. How are you guys doing? Streams belong to us. Nonsense. Thank you for the raid, Trace. I appreciate it. Sorry if that happened a while ago and I didn't see it and dialed into the race. I just had a chance now to look over at the chat. I accidentally took out Wendell Scott. I feel terrible. Still got 130 to go. Yep, I'm using 4th gear. I'm just going as low RPM as possible in 4th gear. What's up, Doggo Racer? Aw, we got the drive-through emote. Aw. Well, I guess I gotta hope another caution comes out so I can pit again.
We're going green next time by.
Or so I can get another chance to pit. I'm back in the lead, so that's good. We did save like 4 laps of fuel during that green flag stint.
Get ready now. Going green. Paid cars in.
So you never know. Alright, I can't pass the 79 before the flag.
Outside. Clear.
So we got some lappers mixed in with the rest of the field. Maybe be more prone to a caution coming out. Or maybe I just gotta hope to build up a massive enough lead under green to where I can hit under green and not worry about going a lap down. Yeah, just build a massive lead under green. Whoa. I don't know what that little lag was right there. Build a massive lead under green and then pit under green. Seems to be working so far. I'm just dialed in. I know how to do these laps fairly well now, so having all this wide open track in front of me, I'm gaining plenty of time on the cars second on back. So far I got a 2-second lead. I gotta get that to like a 20-second lead before I'm gonna feel comfortable pitting. Alright, still got half can and no tires. Good. Once I start catching these lappers, and if I can maneuver past them way quicker than the AI cars behind me, then I can hopefully start building up even more time. Eyes are starting to get dried out. So we almost got a 3-second lead now. shoot. This is where I'm gonna start losing some ground if I'm not careful. Thank you for leaving that open for me.
Stay low. Clear. Outside. Stay low.
Can you give me some room, 49?
Outside. Clear.
I'm so sorry for being so quiet right now. I don't want to become choking H gaming. Cody H choking by rambling a bunch while I'm supposed to be focusing and then end up making some stupid mistake.
Still there. That car's a lap down. Clear outside.
Ooh, that was close.
Car outside. That car's a lap down. Still there.
Alright, just two more. And I got a little bit more open road. Before I catch the next batch of lappers.
Car outside. Stay low. Stay low. Clear outside. Lap down.
So I still need gas, keep that in mind. So I'm trying to build up a as big of a lead as possible in case I have to pit under green. In case there's no more yellows.
Outside. Keep low. Clear outside.
Like I said, I want hopefully like a 20-second lead before I pit. Halfway done.
Clear outside. Car
As long as I can maneuver through the lap traffic way better than the AI, I'm at a huge advantage. Whoa, don't do that. There we go. Purposely did that wide arc so I could get underneath him on corner exit. Yeah, thanks for letting me know they're all lap down. Whoa, what just happened there? And of course it screws me up.
Let's go. Race back to the line. Still there. Okay, we're under caution.
It was that glitch. It was that stupid glitch, whatever that was. Alright, I'm pitting.
Limit 40. Keep it under 4,000 in seconds.
Can't pass the pace car first. That's why I'm slowing down.
The pace cars in turn 4. Watch that speed now. Keep it on 4,000.
That might have actually worked out okay.
The pace cars in turn 1. Pace cars in turn 2. Go, go, go! Stay behind the 25 car. Hey, you just went through the stop sign. Okay, you've got to go to the end of the longest line. Okay, merge when you can.
Lovely.
Stay behind the 10 car. Stay on the end of the pace
I forgot about that stupid stop sign.
We won't fix the damage. Stay behind the 10 car.
I was gonna have to go to the end of the line anyway, so...
Let him by.
Because the stop sign was gonna be up until the line. So... Didn't really get a penalty. Just the same thing I would have had to do anything anyway happened. Alright, how is that health practice? What? What are you talking about? Great. What position am I going to be in now? 25th. Well. We got to do it all over again. We did it once, but now we're set for fuel. And we'll have colder tires, so we should have more grip on the restart. We're going to have about 83 so laps to make up 25 positions. I already did it once. I went from 23rd to 1st. I can easily go from 25th to 1st. It was that go back and rewind. It was that stupid lag, whatever happened with my computer. Then that AI car got hooked to me, and that's what spun me out. What's up, 12 Dragon Fangs? No worries. Glad to have you here, no matter what time. Shauna Warall, appreciate you tuning in as well. Hopefully I didn't miss anyone. Thanks for lurking, Trace. Hopefully you're still there. Yeah, you and I both, Shauna. I believe I'm getting sick as well. 'Tis the time of year. Alright, so we did it once, we can do it again. I just gotta be smart. No spins.
Ready now. Going green. Pace car's in.
We're gonna be restarting like on the back stretch.
Stay behind the 79 car. Stay on the end of the pace line. Green, green, green.
I gotta get back into position. Oops. Alright, 25 spots. This is doable. It's like one spot every 3 laps. It's plenty doable. Alright, engine still seems fine. Whoa, got a little loosey-goosey right there. Right there as well. Oops. Little wall ride. Little wall pop. No big deal. Alright, back into the top 20. It's a start. Still got a long ways to go, but it's a start. Oh, I'm not going to make it 3 wide. I'll just follow Bobby Allison on the bottom. Yeah, definitely not going to make it 3 wide. At any time, unless I'm going for the lead on the final lap. Don't hit me. It was a car touching me on the outside and getting into me. That's what spun me out the last time. Right now we're getting into lap traffic. mixed in with the cars for position. It's gonna start to get tricky. Alright. We gained 10 spots and we now have the field bunched back together. They're going to be checking up right here, so be careful. Alright, we're still going to have like 65 laps to go on the next restart. No one's going to be pitting. Fishy Motorsports, how are you doing? Thanks for clicking on the video. Alright, so we're back up to 15th. Let's see what brought out this caution. First caution of the race that we didn't have anything to do with. They said turn 3. Must have been like right behind us. Not yet. Yeah, it must have been right behind us. Oh, the car's slowing down. Oh, Bobby Allison. What happened to him? Oh, he got hooked. He got hooked by the 70 of JD McDuffie. Send him spinning. Ouch. Big hit into turn 3. So that's what brings out this caution. Gets the field bunched back together. I don't think anyone's going to be pitting. Oh! Tango Wolf with the 209. The signature 09. Super chat. Thank you so much, Tango Wolf. One of my YouTube members. Appreciate it, bud. Thank you so much. That's probably just your cats, Hypercat226. Mine aren't making any noises right now, I don't think. Alright, so hopefully we'll still have plenty of time. Yeah, you can see the front of the field right there. Easy. Easy. We don't have too many more cars. Yeah, there's only 2 lapped cars in front of us. The 32 right in front of us. Or not the 32, the number 18. And then the number 49 a few cars up. Those are the only... Yeah, JD just turning Bobby. He's on the straightaway. It's crazy the number of fallen racers you see on this list. James Hilton. I believe that's Charlie Glotzbeck. Who else did I see? Friday Hassler. Obviously JD McDuffie. Ugh. So we're gonna have like 65 or so to go. So we thought all hope was lost. But we're still gonna have 65 laps to go. We only have 14 positions to gain before we're back into the lead. Easy. It's like 1 spot every 4 laps. Easily doable. Don't have to rush it at all. So I don't think we're going to have the accurate 2-lap lead on second place in the rest of the field like that happened in real life for the King, but hopefully we can still get the W. What's this venue called? The J.S. Dorton Center Arena Amphitheater. Alright. Smart restart. Don't do anything stupid. Don't spin. As long as I'm able to be smart, I should easily be able to get the lead. I'm not even going to look at the standings. Just going to have the lap counter up and just focus on making overtakes. Well, slowly, one at a time. Great run right there. Can we get to the inside Langley? No, we can't. Once again, I'm not going 3 wide. For sure gonna wreck myself if I try going 3 wide in one of these turns. So I'll just follow the car in the inside line. So I've still got plenty of time. Oh, Tanglewolf with another $5. Not even saying anything, just dropping cash. Thank you so much. I appreciate the support, bud. Hopefully that'll give me the boost of energy I need to finish powering to the front. Did we get a good run on the 49? Yes. Oh, just trying to cut us off. We'll be at the bottom. Power through, complete the slide job, boom. Alright, no 3 wide, just gonna follow the 06 on the bottom. No 3 wide. Unless it's on the final lap, I'm not going to risk crashing before we get to the end. I've already done that enough times. Silva Gang, how are you doing? I apologize if I missed anyone in the chat. You guys know the drill. It's hard for me to look away during these races. Can I recreate when I'm crashing on purpose? No problem. But when I'm actually trying to focus on doing good, I can't afford to be looking away from the screen frequently.
Clear, car outside.
Great run on Dick Brooks. There we go. Tangle Wolf! Hold on, I gotta pause for this one. I just gotta get through the turn. I wanted to make a 509, but with free super jet I couldn't. Oh, another 909. Jeez, Jiminy Cricket. Thank you so much, Tango. I appreciate it. Tango Wolf just donated to Rusty as well. Spreading the wealth around. Make sure you save some for yourself, Tango. I can't talk. Love the support, but make sure you're not putting yourself in a hole. Truly appreciate it, bud. Thank you so much. Whew, my heart. Gotta get back to focusing on racing now. All right, 3, 2, 1.
You're in the top 10. Good job.
Oh, perfect. Perfect timing for a little milestone like that. Right after Super Chat, we get into the top 10. All right, we've got more than 50 laps to just get 10 spots, so do not rush anything at all. No 3 wide, no crazy moves, just nice little inside moves like this. Just stick it to the bottom. Don't hit that grass.
Still there.
No!
The yellow flag is out. Let's go. Race back to the line. Okay, we're under caution. Catch up to the end of the pacing line. Stay behind the 23 car, past the 64 car.
I still gained 2 spots from that last restart.
Pit road is now open.
I guess it's not the worst thing. I was able to recover. Alright. Not ideal, but I'll take it. Bunches the field back up. We don't have any lap cars between us and the cars for position. You can see the leader up there, pace car. Oh, I feel dumb, but could have been worse. I spun it around, was able to get going really quickly. Didn't really get hit at all. It's always those cars that get to my outside and I drift up into, and then that's what... We make contact, we get hooked, and that's what spins me around. Excuse me. Darn it. Poop. Alright, but we still did, between this caution and the last one, even though I spun and lost a few spots getting to the line, we gained enough spots to where I'm still up from the last restart. Oh, I feel dumb. Still do not have to rush at all. Still don't have to rush at all. I gotta gain 12, 13 spots in 50 laps. That's still like one spot every 4 laps. Do not have to rush at all. Just the car drifted up in that turn and the AI was coming down. We just made contact, and that's what loops me around every time. Tango spreading the wealth. I'm a BDI. That was a big BDI maneuver right there. Big dumb idiot. Looks like Cale Yarborough's leading. Dan Gurney second, Donnie Allison third, Wendell Scott fourth. I wrecked Wendell Scott and he's still back up to fourth. Awesome. Alright. That's good. I felt really bad for wrecking him. I'm not gonna feel bad if I spin myself out, but then when I accidentally wreck an AI car, just from making a dive bomb too aggressive and accidentally hooking them. Alright, hopefully we get the one to go this time by. Yep. Obviously we're still good for fuel, still good for tires.
No tires this time, guys.
In case I have to pit at all, we're not getting tires. Alright, I gotta pay attention. Gotta get a great restart here. The race depends on it.
Green, green, green.
Don't mind if I do. Nice and easy. Don't go too fast so I drift up into him. It's nice and easy. Alright, no 3 wide. That's why I backed off. It looked like he was gonna, yep. We would have been 3 wide if I stayed underneath him there. That's why I backed off. So like I said, we got plenty of time. Don't want to rush it and wreck myself again. Got plenty of time now, but if I keep wrecking myself, we're not going to have plenty of time anymore. Just follow the 06. Through the bottom. Oops. Just a little kiss.
You're in the top 10.
Just a little smooch. All-time favorite paint scheme. I'll have to think. I want to say the Intimidator. I mean, it's a classic, but it's just black with a little silver trim at the bottom. Can't exactly call it a paint scheme per se. rush it. Nice and easy on the bottom. There we go. Eighth spot. Just don't get too aggressive. So cut me off. This he's gonna leave the bottom open. Whoa. Had to get off the gas there. Oops. I need to start getting a little aggressive. Like that. So I'm starting to run out of laps. I can't take too long. I'm spun out. Try to arc it nice and wide so I can get a good run right here and get underneath them going into turn one. Not quite.
Car outside. Flag is out. Let's go. Race back to the line. Okay, we're under.
Darn it. That might be it right there.
98 car past the 23 car.
That might be it right there. I'm losing too much time. I only got 30 laps left, and I just spun out again. Same thing. Ugh, darn it. I need to have a miracle restart to have any chance. I need to have a miracle restart. I'm gonna have like 30 or so laps to go and still 11 spots to gain. And see the leader right up there, but darn, we just keep making dumb mistakes trying to make those passes underneath. We are getting a little aggressive, but those cars up top aren't giving us much room, and then they pinch us down when the contact's made, and the moment the contact's made, that's what just spins us right around. Big fat. Still right outside the top 10, all things considered. Given that I've been the cause of basically 5 out of the 6 yellows. Still a chance. Vortex Chaos. JD McDuffie is in this mod. He is right there. 19th spot. There's still a chance. I just have to have the most aggressive restart in final 30 laps without spinning myself out for the zillionth time imaginable. Tango Wolf 09 hosting on Twitch. Throwing super chats and hosting on Twitch. What a champ. He yeeted Bobby Elson, that's right. That was basically the only caution that wasn't my fault of this race. And we're gonna get the one to go next time by. So there's no lapped cars. We're fine on fuel. Obviously tires, since there's no tire wear on dirt tracks in this game. Need to have the best restart of our lives. Cecil Gordon. I did see a C. Gordon in 20th. Number 24. Is he related to Jeff? I'm not huge on all these old school names. Not very super knowledgeable. If he's not related to Jeff, that'd be quite a coincidence. Number 24. So 30 laps to go. 31 technically.
Green, green, green. Car outside.
So I'm not going 3 wide, but you gotta... whoops. I did not mean to do that. I was gonna wreck myself, so I steered into the spin. That was completely unintentional, but the moment the contact was made, I was making sure I wasn't going around. Not related to Jeff or Robbie. Oh, whoa. Alright, so we gained 3 spots in that restart. We're climbing our way up. We're just gonna wreck. We're gonna wreck our way to the front. We're just gonna Ricky Stenhouse our way into a win. Alright, can we get the Cody H clown emote in the chat for that one? That's about the perfect... about as perfect of a moment for it as I can think of. Yeah, I had a great one run going on the backstretch. So I wasn't gonna go 3 wide. But I did. And that's how it ended. The 13 didn't give the 64 much room, which in turn didn't give me much room. Yeah, the moment the contact was made, I had to steer to the right to make sure the back end didn't swing around to the left. I took out these 2 innocent cars, but I'm still going. Langley and Unser involved in that incident. Pulling a Joey Logano. I'm sorry. I can't disagree, though. I cannot disagree. Nightster13, how are you doing? Anyone else I miss? I don't think so. There it is. Tango Wolf's got it. Never did I think when I took that selfie of me on the infield at Bristol during the track walk that picture would end up becoming what it what it is now. Yeah, for anyone that doesn't know, the original picture that then became the Cody H clown, Clowny H Gaming. That original selfie is during our Bristol track walk after the truck race during that weekend. One of the few selfies I've taken of myself in recent memory. Figured if you're gonna take a selfie like once every couple of years, figured that that's the opportunity to do so. Alright, another lap caution. Jeez, a few more laps. Alright, that one was completely my fault, obviously. The AI didn't give me much room, but I shouldn't done it down that hard, but hey, We're in the closing laps. Final race at this track. You gotta do what you gotta do. The win is on the line. And as I can... If my math is correct, I only see 7 cars separating us from the win right now. With about 25 laps to go on this restart. Is Ralph Earnhardt in this mod? Don't believe so. When did he pass away? Was he still alive in 1970? I don't remember. I don't remember when Ralph died. I know it was early when Earnhardt was pretty young. In his early adult years. Senior, I should say. Alright. 25 laps to go on this restart. We got 7 spots to gain. Let's see if we can't do this. Pull off the ultimate comeback. Do you believe in miracles? Bad restart. But they're gonna go too wide up in front of me. Allowing me to... Whoa. It's gonna allow me to get underneath the 17 right here. Whoa, the thing is loose. That's the race. Well, it was a valiant effort. And they're wrecking, trying to avoid us. Actually kind of straightened me out. Darn it! I told you guys, this track's a lot more slick than the other dirt tracks I'm used to racing in NR with. Well, it was a valiant effort. Came up about 20 laps short. Jeez, now it's becoming the caution 200. Well, it was a good run. How many cars are even on the lead lap right now? Oh, wow. A whopping 30 cars on the lead lap. That's not realistic. There's not a single car that's DNF'd either. Alright, my last goal is just to try to make the last restart just all the way green till the end. Green all the way till the end. That's all. Yeah, obviously dirt physics aren't perfect for NR. A game made in 2002 for Cup Series physics, primarily on ovals, wasn't necessarily intended for short track dirt racing, but that's the amazing thing about this sim's versatility, is that you can have racing like this. It's not perfect though. Yeah, it does feel different than a lot of the other dirt tracks that I've raced at with this game, primarily the Wild Customs Cars ones, and there's one other track maker that makes a bunch of dirt tracks I can't remember off the top of my head. Yeah, this feels a lot more slick. Of course, I'm also a terrible racer too, and could just be me making excuses. I'm gonna guess it's the latter. I ain't pitting. I can fight through the engine problems for the last 18 laps. I'm at least gonna try to get a top 20. JS Dorton Arena. I believe that's what that's called. If I could read that text correctly. Okanichi Speedway. Okanichi. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. I'll have to watch the next slap on location to figure out how it's pronounced. So like I said to everyone already earlier, I realize that most of my viewers, if not all of them, are probably already subscribed to Slap and know who he is, but If for whatever reason you've been living under a rock and aren't aware, I've got the links to his channel and his most recent video that inspired this video down in the description below. So be sure to go check those out if you haven't already. I'll have to see if that exists for NR. It should. I've found surprisingly few tracks that don't exist for NR. Airbase is one of them. I gotta make that. Gotta figure out Sandbox. Just a reminder, we've got engine damage now, but seems like we're able to somewhat keep pace with the field. We just don't have a big advantage anymore. We don't have that giant petty engine advantage anymore. It's like 5 zillion cubic inches over what's allowed. Nah, we'll give you a penalty, but we'll still let you keep the win. We don't want to dock a win from the king. He's got to get to 200. Oops. Special treat. Oh, don't tease me like that. Alright, so at the very least, we can hold on to a top 20. Those still show up in the stat line. Kind of. Depending on how sad of a career you've got. Like me and Core. Hey, I've got like 8 top 20s throughout the season, but there was only 19 entries. Still got 8 top 20s. It doesn't exist for NR. I disagree. I've thought things didn't exist for NR before. Guys like the likes of Drive-Thru or Pantalica or Cosmin seem to pull things out of thin air. Just because it's not on the NR2003 Weebly page doesn't mean it doesn't exist. I'll keep my hopes up. I still have to do my AWOL league. The All Wisconsin Online League. Considering there's 16 tracks, yes, 16 Wisconsin tracks that exist for NR. Can't not make a league. So I guess now the big question is, since the king isn't going to get the win, the North Carolina State Fairgrounds, who is, last I checked, Cale Yarborough was in the lead. I'll have to check to see where he's at when we get a chance to check the standings. He is. Followed closely by Dan Gurney and Donnie Allison. This is the top 3 battle right now. Mozzarella stick. Speaking of which, I've been binging on mozzarella sticks recently. I need to slow down. My typical Wisconsin diet, consisting of nothing but cheese. Discovered these great mozzarella sticks I've been making way too much of recently. I gotta slow down. I'm from Wisconsin. I gotta have an all cheese and beer diet. It's like we're obligated. We're contractually obligated as residents of the cheese state, the great dairy state. Oh, get out of here, BP. How dare you try to take the top 20 away from me. I miss BP. He was the voice of my childhood, watching NASCAR. One of my favorite commentators of all time. That's why we don't race back to the line. Alright, we got 6 laps to go we're coming up on. We can hang on to our top 20 if we don't let any more cars past us. Alright, coming to 5 to go. It's amazing the amount of tracks that exist for this game. Just local dirt short tracks that existed for maybe like 5 races back in the 60s. Be surprised the amount of tracks you can find for this game. It's insane. Literally thousands. I remember I did the math one time for that 15 years video I did way back when. You could theoretically do a different mod at a different track for like 15 years and not repeat the same combination twice. Like do a different combination each day and not repeat any combination twice. Battling with BP for that top 19 spot. Alright, so who will get the win? You guys think it'll be Cale Yarborough, Dan Gurney, Donnie Allison, or you think someone from 4th on back charged up to get the win? We'll have to see in the standings shortly here. How come we didn't get the white flag signal from our spotter that time? Alright, we're gonna get the whoppingly spectacular top 20 after choking away a chance at the win. Cody H choking, making his zillionth appearance in the live stream series. Alright. It was Cale Yarborough. Oh, sorry, BP. Just checking the standings. Cale Yarborough got the win. You're retired? What? Oh, yeah, they're all retiring now. Alright, so we'll take a short look at the replay of the finish. We will do our traditional backwards big one for our dedicated fans, and then we will call it a night. See if Drive Through Rusty or anyone's streaming. Whoa, just hit myself in the nose with my microphone. I'm a head out. Alright, SpongeBob. See you later, Vortex. Thanks so much. Where's the battle for the lead? There it is. There's Cale taking the checkered. In an alternate universe, Cale Yarborough gets the win. Phil Warmer, appreciate y'all tuning in. Alright, so let's take a look at the ending standings. Won by about a second. There's the top 10. Alright, we're just gonna get back in real quick for a backwards big one. Don't know how well this is gonna work out, but we'll try. If you're new to my channel, we gotta do a backwards wreck where we try to take out the whole field at the end of each one of my streams. It's tradition. Tradition, boys.
Get ready now. Going green.
Alright, you all ready? I'll get him in turn 1. Actually, no.
25 car on the inside line.
We'll let them do a full lap and we'll get them as they're coming around out at 4. So we have this front stretch wall to kind of box them in a little bit. Not really. It's funny, now I can't spin on purpose when I want to. Funny how that works. Oh, man. Oh! Up on top of Bobby Isaac. Car's big one style. Spent a lot of time doing this in NR2 Classic. Never gets old no matter which game. Even Heat. I was surprised I was able to flip over there. It's got T-boned perfectly by James Hilton, the 48. He gets hit by the 98 while he's upside down, goes flipping. I land on Bobby Isaac. What a wreck. Alright, that is it for tonight's stream, everyone. Thank you, everyone who tuned on in and clicked on that video. I appreciate all the support. Thanks for the man himself, Slap, for making an appearance. He was the inspiration for this video, after all. If you haven't watched his, go check it out. Link is in the description. Thanks to all my very generous Patreon supporters, Adria Fitzy, Jay Barker, Drive-Thru, Goki, Kingster Cole, Pantalica, Austin Rip, Alpha Diamond HD, as well as my YouTube members, which I gotta check the list again, because I got so many supporters now I can't remember them all. Very good problem to have. Tango Wolf 09, Alpha Diamond, Vince Garza, and Kingster Cole. Alpha Diamond and Kingster Cole doing double duty. Appreciate the support. Love you guys. Thank you so much. If you have any suggestions for future videos, once the live video itself is done processing, I would love for you to put your suggestions down in the regular comments below. I think that's about it for tonight, everyone. Thanks again for tuning in. Yeah, can't think of anything else to say. I hope to catch you all next time. Till then, I hope you have a good rest of your night. Thanks again, guys. Peace. Bye.